1-2, while Oregon is 2-0, coming off a thrilling victory against Texas Tech. If we look up at Matchup Predictor, currently Oregon has a 98.2% chance of winning this game. And this game will be played in Autzen Stadium, so it's a home game for Oregon. Currently, the over-under is set at 68.5. And the spread currently has Oregon minus 38. And if we look at the tail of the tape, how Hawaii is averaging 373 yards per game, while Oregon is averaging 600, and Hawaii is giving up 314 yards per game opposed to Oregon's 328. As you guys know, Hawaii, started off the season with a close loss to Stanford, but last week bounced back and won against Albany 31-20. And Oregon, as we just talked about, coming off a thrilling victory against Texas Tech, where they had to come back in the fourth quarter. And the big thing right here is will Hawaii's defense be able to hold up against Oregon's offense? We're talking about a Hawaii team that doesn't do a good job of generating turnovers, and they give up a lot of passing yards. But they do particularly a little better against the run, but they give up a lot of passing yards, as we just read. And we're talking about an Oregon team that is one of the best offensive teams in terms of throwing the ball in the country, led by Bo Nix, who currently has 646 yards in the season, 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Will Hawaii be able to slow down the air attack of Oregon, and will they be able to shut down Troy Franklin of Oregon, who currently has 13 receptions, 209 yards, and 3 touchdowns? This is a Hawaii team that is respectable on offense, but like I said, they struggle in the secondary, and they do a good job somewhat of generating pressure, but like I said, they don't do a good job of creating turnovers. So which means that Oregon will be able to extend their drives and their possessions and keep their defense off the field. And I think that Oregon's going to score a lot of points in this game, but more important than that, they're going to be able to extend their drives. Which is going to be the key to victory for this game. And they're going to start to wear out the Hawaii defense. They're going to start to tire them out. And, right now I currently have Oregon winning this game by a score of 37-10. I don't think this game is going to be particularly close. I think Oregon's defense is going to perform well this game against Hawaii. I believe that they went back into the lab this past week and looked at the film and why they struggled against Texas Tech, and I think they're going to make some adjustments. I think they're going to run a bit more zone coverage against Hawaii. I don't think they're going to bring in a nickel too often, because I don't think they're particularly worried about the passing attack of Hawaii. I think they're fine. Oregon believes that they'll be comfortable handling whatever offensive threats that Hawaii may bring. And I don't think this game's going to be particularly close. Like I said, I have Oregon win this game by a score of 37-10. I think that Oregon is going to start to separate themselves during this game in the second quarter. And I believe that Oregon will be up by at least 2 scores, up by at least 2 possessions going into halftime. And then that lead will start to balloon. And then as the fourth quarter gets into it, Oregon will start to take the air out of the ball, take the air out of the game by running the ball more and letting the game clock run down. And I believe that's how this game will go, how it's going to turn out. But guys, that is all we have for our previews, and that is all we have for our show today. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It was a wonderful show. If you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button as well, so you can stay up to date on all related content. And like I said, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to us on Patreon. You can do so by going to patreon.com, clicking on the search bar, and typing in GSMC Sports. That way you can gain access to all of our exclusive content that we post daily. And if you haven't already, if you would like to support our network and our company, Be sure to follow the link in the ticker below. It's streamelements.com/GSMCsports./tip. Once again, it's streamelements.com/GSMCsports./tip. We're just so grateful for all the support and all the love that you show us, and none of this is possible without you guys, the fans. So thank you so much. And if you haven't already, be sure to tune into the GSMC Baseball Podcast, GSMC Basketball Podcast, GSMC Fantasy Football Podcast, and the GSMC NFL Podcast as well. Guys, we'll be back again, same time tomorrow. Continue to stay safe, be vigilant, make smart decisions.